So this is a repost of a video that I made, being the first video of a series that I want to do, which is predicting potential Marvel characters that'll become the Marvel Rivals, not only for their role, but their abilities and toolkit. So, the character that I will be doing now is 3D Man. And so, 3D Man is a Marvel character that doesn't really show up a lot in like modern comics or movies, but he was released in the 60s, and I thought he was really interesting because he's an amalgamation of two brothers, Hal Chandler and Chuck Chandler. Hal Chandler is more the brain and soul of 3D Man, while Chuck Chandler is the brawn and the muscle. Now, if we're talking that, Chuck Chandler mostly takes on the physical form of 3D Man, so I wanted to know what makes Chuck Chandler kind of the muscle or the brawn of 3D Man. And then I did a little bit of research on him. He was a football player. That very much changes how I can make his toolkit. So with that being said, this is the 3D Man toolkit prediction. So, and then also I have the button layout as if I'm playing Xbox. So if you play PlayStation or PC, just interpolate for the way you play Marvel Rivals. Like, yeah. So, that being said, his right trigger will be punch forward. It's a lot like the Thing, Hulk, or Emma Frost in her diamond form. It's just basic. Left trigger is 3D Man phases into a two-dimensional form, evading all incoming damage for 2 seconds. Kind of like Scarlet Witch, how she evades in and out, trying to not get damaged. And then right bumper, this is where his football experience comes in. He charges forward, then you press the right bumper again to tackle the targeted enemy. And the targeted enemy will show up like Cloak and Dagger's little dagger ability, where it locks on to an enemy or an opponent, enemy or an ally. And so that's kind of cool. I kind of want it to be like a high risk, high reward. You charge in, and then you tackle somebody. It'll knock them prone, kind of like Namor's ultimate. So yeah, that's his right bumper ability. Left bumper, Chuck activates the selected power-up for 3 seconds. Now, what's the selected power-up? Well, you can toggle between 3 of those using the X button. Hal toggles between the power-up strength, speed, or HP boost. And so if you have the strength power-up toggled and then you activate it, you get a damage boost. If it's speed, you get a movement boost when you activate it, and then HP boost when you activate it gives you an overshield. So depending on the team fight that you're in, you can toggle between those to see like which one you need the most for each different team fight. And then his ultimate. Hal creates 2 more copies of 3D Man that consistently walk forward and punch, and at the end of the ultimate, those clones will tackle the closest enemy to them. So potentially, during this ultimate, you will have 3 prone enemies, which can very much change the tide of the battle depending on who those opponents are, whether they're healers, or they're a DPS or a tank, or just somebody on the enemy team who is carrying them. Having them knocked prone can definitely change the tide of the fight. But yeah, that is my prediction on how 3D Man, his role as a tank, and his toolkit, all predictions. Yeah, and so also, shout out to Monty for calling out the audio problem so I can repost this. But yeah, this is the first episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day.